Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Sri Shailabhijanamburashishanam Sri Krishna Tatatmajam Sri Shailanve Devanatha Sudhya Praptagaman Tadvayam Padabje Nasimhatate Guror Nyastatma Rakshabharam Vidvad Vrinda Chakora Chandiramaham Ramanujaryam Shraye Sri Ranga Sudha Madhusamaswadayantam Sri Ranga Mahishi Padapankajatmajam Sulabhashrayam Sada Moda Siddhamadbhutam भजेऽहं गुरुं तं रङ्गनाथप्रियं सुखासनस्थं हृदयाब्जपीठे चिन्मुद्रयालङ्कृतपाणिपद्मं शुभोपवीतं विमलोर्ध्वपुण्ड्रं नमामि रङ्गं गुरुम् अन्तरङ्गे नमामि योगसम्राज्ञीं विजयां विजयप्रदां श्रीरङ्गार्धासनासीनां करुणाममातरं गुरुरूपपरं ज्योतिः ज्योतिरूपगुरुः परः अज्ञानमन्दिरं ह्येतत् गुरु विज्ञान मंदिरम मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः सकृदेव प्रपन्नाय तवास्मीति च याचते अभयं सर्वभूतेभ्यः ददाम्येतद्व्रतं मम मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेद प्राचेत सादासीत साक्षात् रामायणात्मना. With salutations to our Guru and the Guru of all Gurus, we'll commence our session today. In the last session, we were in the ending part of the 38th Sargam, which is Vayasa Vrittanta Kathanam. Essentially, Sita Mata narrating the whole set of events that Hanuman can then go and relay back to Lord Ramachandra. And after she narrates the event, she gets a little bit emotional and she starts to question whether Lord Rama is actually listening to her. Why is she not here at this point of time, in spite of the fact that they, Rama and Lakshmana, they are Purusha Vyaghrav, Rajaputrau, Mahabalau. In spite of all the great attributes they have, why am I not seeing them here and coming to protect me? She gets into a bit of doubt, and also she thinks whether it is once again because of my own Mamaiva Dushkritam Kinchit Mahadastina Samshayaha Samarthamapi Tau Yanmam Navekshate Parantapo. There is some kind of a problem with me that is resulting in all of this. I might have done something wrong. To which Hanuman goes on to once again rebuild the confidence in her, saying that no, both Rama and Lakshmana are in fact quite unhappy and they are also in despair. And the moment I return and let them know where you are, take this as a promise from me that they are going to come and take care of you. They are going to come and kill Ravana. And Hanuman asks Sita Mata, Bruhi Yadragavo Vachyo, Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha, Sugrivo Apitejasvi, Harayopi Samagataha. So what is it that you would like to convey back to Rama? And Sita Mata goes on to talk about Kausalya, Loka Bhartaram Sushiveyam Manaswini Tam Mamarthe Sukam Pricha, ask Rama about his Kushalam. At the same time, to somebody who has left behind all the glories of life, which is Lakshmana, Aishwaryam cha Vishalayam Prithivyaam api Dullabham. And Anupravrajito Ramam Sumitrayena Suprajaha. Lakshmana simply accompanied his elder brother without batting an eyelid, and convey my kushalam to him. Riyamanam, I think she goes on to say that Lakshmana perhaps was not in a position to help me because he was not there at that point of time. Did we end in shloka number 61? Trivat Vartate Rame, Matravan Mam Samacharan. Number 60 and 61, I think, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
So it shows the love and affection that Lakshmana had. Pitrivat Vartate Rame, Matravan Mam Samacharan. He has thought about me as his own mother. Priyamanam tadavirో natu mam veda lakshmanaha vruddhopasevi lakshmivan shakto na bahubhashita rajaputrah priyasreshtha sadrishasvasurasya me matta priyataro nityam bhrata ramasya lakshmanaha. These are indeed great qualities of Lakshmana that are brought forth by Sita Mata. That Lakshmana is Lakshmivan. That is why his name is Lakshmana. He is possessed with all kinds of Lakshmi or wealth. And na bahubhashita. He is not somebody who will speak whatever comes to his mind. He is in fact very less spoken. Na bahubhashita. Perhaps he would not have spoken much with Sita Mata. That is also possible. That is something that she is relating here. And Rajaputraha Priyasreshtaha Sadrishaha Shwasurasya me Matta Priyataro Nityam Bhrata Ramasya Lakshmanaha. So he is somebody who is really heroic. At the same time, he is always very dear to me. Matta Priyataro Nityam Bhrata Ramasya Lakshmanaha. And whatever duty is given to him, he will discharge it with great love and affection. So that is what Sita Mata is saying here. Niyukto dhuriyasyam tu tamudvahati viryavane yam drishtva raghavo naiva vrittamarya manusmarete samarthaya kushalam vaktavyo vachanan mama mrudur nityam shushir dakshaha priyo ramasya lakshmanaha. She in fact brings out these great qualities of Lakshmana. The fact that he is not bahubhashita, that is, he is very less spoken. She says in that attribute, he is very similar to my father-in-law, which is Dasharatha, Shwasharasya me. And he is excellent in executing his duties. And he is a samartha, a kushala. Samartha is one who can, we use the word smart in English. He is somebody who is really smart, who can execute whatever is required for any activity. He is a kushala, very skillful, and kindly convey my regards to him. And mruduhu nityam shuchir dakshaha priyo ramasya lakshmanaha. He is a very soft-spoken person. Nityam shuchihi dakshaha. Somebody who is very, very clean in his habits. These habits are not just external habits in terms of acharam, etc. But he is also internally somebody who is very, very clean. So please convey my regards to him. Yatha hi vanarasreshtha dukkha kshayakaro bhavete tvamasmin karya niryoge pramanam harisattama raghavastva samarambhate mayyatna paro bhavete idam bruyascha me natham Shuram Ramam Punah Punaha. And now, O Vanara Srestha, you are somebody who can really remove all the unhappiness that I am currently facing in my life. And Lord Ramachandra is also going to come here and address my sorrow. But in that process, ensure that Rama always is accompanied by yourself, O Hanuman. That's what Sita is saying here. Let him not come here without you. It's a very interesting statement that she is making. She has seen the prowess of Hanuman, how powerful he is. The fact that he has crossed over the ocean and the impenetrable fortress of Sri Lanka is something that Hanuman has completely overseen. He knows everything there. Keeping all this in mind, she is telling Hanuman to tell Rama that he should not come here without yourself, Hanuman, and tell this to him again and again. Ramam Punah Punaha. She is reminding her husband, thinking that he may forget. Okay, but she is trying to reinforce these are the great qualities of Hanuman as well. Hanuman would have felt really happy at that point of time. Okay, my own, uh, goddess, she has enormous trust in me, and he would have definitely become extremely rejuvenated at that point of time. Jeevitam dharayishyami masam dasharathatmaja urdhvam masanna jiveyam satyenaham bravimite ramanenoparuddham nikritya papakarmana tratumarhasi veeratvam pataladiva kaushikim. And tell Rama that I will not be alive beyond one more month. Jeevitam dharayishyami masam dasharathatmaja. O Ramachandra, I am not going to live beyond one more month. And that is something that I am going to promise here. I swear by truth. Satyenaham bravimite. So let this get into his head that this is the time for him to act quickly. And you have to, O Rama, you have to protect me from Ravana in a manner similar to the way that Kaushika was rescued from Patala. And that is something that you have to, in a similar manner, in other words, show all your Veeram and ensure that you kill all the Rakshasas in a similar manner to that of Kaushika being rescued from Patala. She is narrating to a previous event in Puranam. Tato vastragatam muktva divyam chudamanim shubham pradeyo raghava Sita hanumate dadau pratigrihya tato viro maniratnamanuttamam angulya yojaya masa nahyasya prabhavat bhujaha. Tato vastragatam muktva divyam chudamanim shubham. So up to this point of time, she has communicated whatever needs to be told to Ramachandra. But now she takes out the most important jewel that she is wearing, which is Chudamani. This is an extraordinary jewel that is typically worn on the head or forehead region. And Pradeyo Raghavayeti Sita Hanumate Dadau. She gave it to Hanuman. Please take this and give this to Lord Ramachandra. So just like Hanuman gave her the ring of Lord Ramachandra, she is also giving something which is physical, which can be treated as an evidence that Hanuman has indeed seen Sita Mata here. And what did Hanuman do? He did the Swikaram of that Maniratnam, and he tried to fit it in his anguli, which is his finger, as it was not fitting to his arm, it's saying. Okay, perhaps this is something which Chudamani is something she would be wearing on her arm. That is what is indicated here. Manirattam kapivaraha pratigrihya cha sitam pradakshinam kritva pranatah pashvatasthitaha harshena mahata yuktaha sita darshanajena cha saha hridayena gato ramam sharirena tu nishtitaha. So perhaps given his physical form, he was much larger in physique, and therefore what she was wearing on her arm, he was wearing in his finger. That is what is meant here. And Kapivaraha Maniratnam Pratigrihya, what did he do? He did a namaskaram to her, Abhivadanam, and did a pradakshinam to Sita Mata. And he came and did a namaskaram and stood next to her. Harshena Mahata Yuktaha Sita Darshana Jenacha. Because he has seen Sita, he is extremely happy at this point of time. There's a joy that is reflecting in his face and mind. Hridayena Gato Ramam Sharirena tu Nishtitaha. So in his mind, Hanuman is thinking of Lord Rama. But his body is standing there in front of Sita. That is what it means. In other words, Hanuman is completely engrossed, thinking about Lord Ramachandra and being in a very happy state of mind, having done the Pradakshinam just now and having achieved or accomplished the major part of his mission. Manimaramupagrihyam maharham Janakanrupatmajaya dhritam prabhavate giririva pavanavadhutamuktaha sukhitamanaha pratisankramam prapede. Maharham Janaka Nrupatmajaya dhritam. So Hanuman is holding the Chudamani now. That is something which is owned by Janaka Nrupatmaja. Janaka Nrupa is King Janaka and his daughter Atmaja. And she is wearing it, Dhritam. Tam Manivaram, that great jewel. Upagrihya Prabhavat Pavanavadhuta Muktaha. Giririva. So this is something that talks about the prabhavam of the money itself. The Chudamani is so dazzling that the moment Hanuman received it, Hanuman appeared as if he is resembling Pavanavadhuta Muktaha, shaken by the wind and released Giririva mountain. Sukhita Manaha Pratisankramam Prapede. He was very pleased and he prepared to return back to Bharatavarsham. So the prabhavam of the Chudamani is such that it created a special tejas in Hanuman. That is what we should take away from this. So this is a very important chapter once again, where Sita Mata has given him an abhignanam in the form of Chudamani. At the same time, in order to give trust to Lord Ramachandra, she spoke about the Vayasa Vrittantam, the Kakasura Vrittantam. इत्याश्रे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकि आदिकाव्ये चतुर्विंशतिसहस्रिकायां संहितायां सुन्दरकाण्डे वायसवृत्तान्तकथनं नाम 38 सर्गः. So the essence of this sargam, we have to basically go through this sargam whenever we are in a state, just like the chapter where Hanuman hands over the ring. This chapter also has a certain amount of giving hope to us. So whenever we lose our hope and we are in despair, we can recite this chapter. So that is what the elders used to do in those days. We will now proceed to the Ekona Trimshat Sargaha, which is the 30 Ekona Chatvarimshat Sargaha. This chapter is called Hanumat Sandeshaha. What message that Hanuman is supposed to deliver. Manindatva tata Sita Hanumantamatha Bravite Abhignanam Abhignatam Etadramasya Tattvataha Manim tu Dushtva Ramo Vai Trayanam Samsmarishyati Viro Jananya Mamacha Rajño Dasharatasya Cha. So Sita Mata does not end with giving the Chudamani. She is now describing the importance of this money and how it will help Lord Rama to remember different people. So this is the ornament, which is something which Lord Rama will instantaneously recognize that it is coming from my end. And it is something which is Abhignanam. So just like Abhignana Shakuntalam, isn't it? We are all familiar with the story of Dushyanta and Shakuntala, where King Dushyanta forgets that he was married to Shakuntala because of Durvasa Maharshi's Shapam. And the Maharshi once again tells Shakuntala that don't worry, the moment your husband sees something which reminds him of his Dushyanta's association with Shakuntala, then everything will be settled. So that entire Kavyam is called Abhignana Shakuntalam of Kalidasa. So Abhignanam is something which reminds us of what needs to be done or the events that are associated with that object. So in this case, Manintu Dushtva Ramo Vai Trayanam Samsmarishiti. He will be immediately reminded of three people, which is Jananya Mama, my mother. Okay, so who had given this Chudamani to her. Rajño Dasharathasya cha. So he will also remember Lord Dasharatha, that is King Dasharatha, as this was given by her mother at her marriage. That is something she is saying, apart from, of course, herself. Sabhuyasvam samutsaha chodito harisattama asmin karya samarambhe prachintayeduttaram. Sabhuyasvam samutsaho harisattama Hanuman saha Ramaha tvam bhuyaha samutsaha choritaha. So the moment he sees the Chudamani, he will be extremely enthused and he will get back all his utsaham and he will start the great effort in terms of proceeding towards Lanka. Asmin karya samarambhe yet uttaram prachinteya. And she is reminding Hanuman that I have done enough now. You now start thinking about what needs to be done from this point of time. Tomasmin karya niryoge pramanam harisattama asya chintayeyo yatno dukkha kshayakaro bhavete. So you are somebody who is adept at carrying out this task and you are also responsible for this. Therefore, what is required in order to remove the dukkham in me, dukkha kshayakaro bhavete, ensure that all activities are done in that manner. Hanuman yatnamasthaya dukkha kshayakaro bhava yatatheti pratignyaya marutir bhima vikramaha. She is also blessing Hanuman that you need to be in a position to think of what all is required. So she is handing over a great responsibility to Hanuman there. Okay, he is a key messenger now. He is not only a messenger, Hanuman is not only a messenger, but he has all the abilities to think of a plan and then communicate that plan to Lord Rama also. And she is, Sita Mata is providing that confidence to Hanuman that you will definitely be able to take care of this. I have extreme confidence in you. So she is also giving that blessing to Hanuman. And sa tateti pratignyaya marutihi bhima vikramaha. So yes, what did Hanuman say at that point of time? He also said tathastu, so be it. Yeah, so this is once again an important event in the whole Sundarakandam where there is a parasparam exchange of hope, ashayam, and they are not losing their hope despite the sorrowful state of Sita Mata at that point of time. And what did Hanuman do? Shirasa Vandyavaidehim Gamanayopachakrame. He started to think about what needs to be done and started to leave that place. Jnatva samprasthitam devi vanaram marutatmajam vashpagadgadaya vacha maithili vakyam abravite. So it's a very poignant moment where Hanuman is about to leave, take leave of Sita Mata, and she knows that there is hope for her, but still she got choked at that point of time. And Gadgadaya Vacha Maithili Vakyam Abravit. In other words, she knows that Hanuman is going to communicate to Lord Rama whatever is required. But the fact that physically Hanuman is going to leave that place is once again perhaps resulting in a state of sorrow for her. Kushalam Hanuman Bruyaha Sahitau Rama Lakshmanau Sugrivancha Sahamatyam Vruddhan Sarvamscha Vanaran Bruyam Stum Vanar Sreshtha Kushalam Dharma Samhitam. So just like we send off people, it used to happen back in the olden days when people used to travel by bus or train, we would see them off. And when they are leaving, we tell them, take care of yourself. Of course, even today we do that. So tell Kushalam to everybody, to Rama, along with Lakshmana, to Sugriva, and Saha Amatyam, Vruddhana Sarvanscha, on all the great ministers of Sugriva, and the elderly Vanaras who are there along with Sugriva. Vanarashreshta ellarkum Kushalatyam Dharma Samhitam ana Kushalata Kele. That is something that she is mentioning. Yatha sacha mahabahu mam tarayeti raghavaha asmad dukkhambu samrodhate tvam samadhatu marhasi. Mahabahu saha raghavaha, the strong-armed Ramachandra, asmat dukkhambu samrodhate. Whatever great ocean of grief that I am immersed in right now, he is somebody who can yatha tarayati tvam samadhatum arhasi. You are somebody who need to pacify or provide samadhanam to Ramachandra, that he is definitely the person who has to relieve me from all this grief. So this is a very interesting thing here, that at the end of this episode, whatever sorrow that Sita Mata had, perhaps it was reduced enormously because of Hanuman. This is the great duty that Hanuman has rendered, and that has given her confidence now that, okay, she understood Rama and Lakshmana are also in grief. Now they cannot get into eternal grief. They should also get rid of their grief. And Sita Mata tells to Hanuman that, tell Rama that, he is somebody who has to come and relieve me. And at the same time, your duty is to provide samadhanam to him. So, and the word samadhanam means to essentially take care of them in a manner that Hanuman has taken care of Sita so far, isn't it? He has provided her a lot of hope, trust, and confidence through many, many different measures, isn't it? By repeating various events, facts, qualities of Ramachandra, qualities of Sita Mata, qualities of the Vanaras and the army, and so on. He has done an enormous duty in terms of providing that kind of hope to Sita, that she herself thinks that Hanuman is capable of pulling not only me, but Rama also from the grief. Therefore, this is the greatness of Hanuman. That's why whenever we are in deep sorrow, we should bow down to Lord Hanuman. He is somebody who can take care of us. Jivanti mam yatha Ramaha sambhaveti kirtimane तत्तथा हनुमान वाच्यो वाचा धर्ममवाप्नुहि. O Hanuman, let the illustrious Ramachandra, Kirtiman Ramaha, Mam Jivantim Yatha Sambhaveti Tattatha Vachyam Vacha Dharmam Avapnuhi. So, you need to talk to Ramachandra in an extremely persuasive manner. That's what Sita Mata is saying here. And that which will help him to do his dharma. And the moment you speak to Ramachandra in this manner, Hanuman, you will also acquire a certain amount of dharma or merit. So in other words, Hanuman would have perhaps thought, who am I to pull Ramachandra out of grief? No, all that will be there, isn't it? And the moment you see a great person, we will all have a sense of fear to approach them. And perhaps for a moment he would have thought that I may not be required to pull Rama out of grief. But Sita Mata says that no, it is important that you talk in a manner that Rama is reminded of what he needs to do. And she is providing, Sita Mata is providing a little bit of karma phalam. What is the karma phalam? Dharmam avapnuhi. You will also acquire dharma because of this act that you are going to do. Nityamutsaha vacha shrutva tvayeritaha vardhishyati dasharathe paurusham madavaptaye matsandeshayuta vachaha tvattas shutvaiva raghavaha parakrame matim viro vidhivat samvidhasyati. This shows the greatness of Hanuman here. And the way that purely by speaking, how we can uplift others is indicated here. It calls for an enormous amount of training, as they call today, isn't it? You can't be a psychiatrist without appropriate training in various disciplines, isn't it? But over and beyond that, what Sanatana Dharma is saying is the person himself or herself should be endowed with that kind of sattvam. You know, a psychiatrist can get degrees from Oxford, Cambridge, etc. But if that person herself or himself has not gone through that situation in their life, or does not know how to pull somebody out of grief, how will they do it actually? You know, think of it. Theory is going to only take you this far. But what Sita Mata is saying here is, Tvaya iritaha utsaha yuktaha, the way you speak, the way you try to motivate with your words, ensure that you use these skills. And upon listening to your spirited words, Vardhishyati dasharate paurusham madavapte. Ramachandra will immediately start thinking of coming here and pulling me out of grief. In other words, Hanuman has to basically pat on the back of Ramachandra and say, "Oh Rama, why are you waiting here? There is Sita there, I found her. Come on, let's go." No, that is how he will motivate in Kathana Kutuhala Ragam. Okay. And let us all proceed towards Lanka. And mat sandeshayita viraha raghavaha tvattaha mat sandeshayitaha. The way that you are going to repeat whatever I have told you, whatever sandesham I have provided, that also he will listen. Okay, Shutva vidhivate parakrama vidham samvidhasyati. He will duly and dutifully arrange all that is required to come here. Sitaya vachanam shutva Hanuman marutatmajah shirasyanjalimadhaya vakyamuttaram abravite क्षिप्रमेष्यति काकुत्स्थो हर्यऋक्ष प्रवरैर्वृतः यस्ते युधि विजित्यारीन् शोकं व्यपनेष्यति न हि पश्यामि मर्त्येषु नामरेष्वसुरेषु वा यस्तस्य क्षिपतो बाणान् स्थातुमुत्सहते ग्रतः. So Sitaya Vachanam Shutva Hanuman, what did he do? Shirasyanjali Madaya, he bowed down to Sita Mata. And what did he say? Kshipramesyati kakutsthaha So he is, the moment I land back in Bharatam, Lord Ramachandra, he will be accompanied by all the monkeys, bears, Aryariksha, Pravaraihi, Vritaha, the great armies of all of us here, Vanaras and bears, and we will very soon reach here and ensure that there is a war that will happen between us and we will conquer over all the enemies. Este yudhi vijitya arine shokam vyapanayishyati. By killing all the enemies, your sorrow will also be removed. And I have also noticed, just like yourself, O Sita Mata, that there is nobody, no man, or even Amaras, okay, nobody can withstand the power of Ramabanam. That is what he is saying. Yes, tasya kshapato banane sthatum utsahate agrataha. So therefore, worry not. Apyarkamapi parjanyam api vaivasvatamyam sahi sodum rane shaktaha tava hetor visheshataha sahi sagara paryantam mahim shasitumarhati tvan nimitto hi ramasya jayo janakanandini. So indeed, Ramachandra, he is capable of conquering even the sun god Vaivasvatam, Yama, that is the lord of death, Parjanyam, that is the rain god, and specially for your sake, Sahi Sodum Rane Shaktaha Tava Hetor Visheshataha. So in other words, he can conquer all the devas themselves. Forget about Rakshasas. And Sahi Sagara Paryantam Mahim Shasitum Arhati. He is fit to rule this entire earth. Okay, he's a great, capable of becoming the emperor of this entire earth. And Janakanandini, Ramasya Jayaha, Twan Nimittohi, all this victory will only be dedicated for yourself and for your cause. So once again, Hanuman is bringing back the aspect of hope here. Tasya tadvachanam shutva samyak satyam subhashitam Janaki bahume netha vachanam chedam abravite tatastam prasthitam Sita vikshamana punah punaha bhartrasnehanvitam vakyam sauhardad anumanayate. Tasya tadvachanam. So having listened to what Hanuman just spoke, what did Sita Mata do? These are actually very pleasing words that were spoken by Hanuman. Samyak, Satyam, Subhashitam. Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, solren. All of that is there in the way Hanuman has spoken to Sita just now. And Janaki, Bahumenetha Vachanam Chedam Abravit. So she held Hanuman in very high esteem. That is what it says. Bahumene. And it is not very easy to, win accolades from ladies. We all know, isn't it, gentlemen? So sorry, ladies. But here, Hanuman is actually a third party in her life. He has completely understood the situation that she is in. Hanuman knows exactly how to pull her out. He has used all the yukti, shakti, right, bhakti, buddhi, everything that is in his armory. And also he is an extremely chalu person, Hanuman, isn't it? He knows exactly when to intervene. He did not speak too much, but he spoke where it was required. And therefore, all of this, by now he has become a snataka. He is somebody who has earned a great degree, PhD degree. And Sita Mata has put a stamp on that degree. Bahumene. So this is something, indeed we should take away as a lesson from Sundara Kandam, isn't it? This is a beautiful, poignant moment. Imagine, these are all Avatara Purushas, not ordinary people, Rama and Sita. And to win over their confidence in such a manner that Sita is saying that Rama will get back his valor by listening to your words. Okay? Of course, the words are part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is the way Hanuman speaks, the way Hanuman uses the words. Part 2 is Sita Mata herself has communicated the voice of Vritantam and other things, which will actually give that kind of hope to Ramachandra. And what did she do? Tataha Sita prasthitam tam punah punaha vikshamana. So she kept on looking at Hanuman. No? Hanuman started to leave slowly, beating retreat, as they say. And she kept on looking at Hanuman. Bhartrisnehanvitam vakyam sauhardat anumanet. She made him, Sita Mata made Hanuman understand whatever words that Hanuman has to relay back. And in a manner that will bring back the love between Rama and Sita. I think perhaps we'll end our session here. Shloka number 19. Okay. So we'll continue our discussion in the next class, unless there is any quick comment or reflection. Okay.
I just wanted to tell Raghavan, so Hanuman is being a disciple of Surya Bhagwan, has all the D3 power to uplift anyone.
Correct. Yes.
That's all.
Yes. No. Very, very interesting point that you made. We all need somebody to pull us up.
Yes.
And what more, when it comes from somebody who is powerful, who has all the energy to, and Hanuman has, what he has done here is, he has perhaps literally transferred his energy to Sita Mata. Okay. A part of his energy has literally gone and sat in Sita Mata. And she now knows that, yes, my Shokam is almost gone. Only Ramachandra has to come here. So that's the beauty of this very important meeting between Hanuman and Sita Mata. Okay. We'll end our session here. Yes, thank you for your patience. Abhujanta Shri Chakra Kundaladaram Kutilakuntalam Sishum Mandasmita Ruchikaradhara Putam Purnimaikshanvitam Mukham Sharasyodhvagatim Mudraya Vidishanne Savyena Pranavam Dhanum Madhye Susthita Mukta Shyamalamaham Shri Ramam Bhaje Mohanam. Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhakta Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhakta Samsara Dachirat Bhavamukta Guru Charanambuja Krishna Krishna Sendriyamanasa Niyamadevam Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam Drakshasi Nijam Hridayastham Devam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate ye Kayena Vacha Manasa Indriyerva Buddhya Atmana Va Prakrite Subhavate Karomi Yadyat Sakalam Parasmai Srimannarayana Yeti Samarpayami Sarvam Shri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Have a great day and a week ahead. Dhanyosmi.
Yes.